Yo, welcome back to the channel. Today we got another trade review going on to Top Step. We can see my P&L. I made about 600 something dollars today. Um, yeah, I sized about 20 micros, and even with 20 micros, this was not a lot because I was unaware that if you trim, like, it pretty much just you're not taking your full position at your take profit, and that just for some reason did not process through my head. So yeah, I ended up making about 600. If I didn't trim though, I would have made about 1,500, something like that. And the reason I'm sizing so aggressive is because I'm trying to get this eval passed. Yeah, I do not recommend doing this on like a normal account like at all. So only reason I'm doing that is because I want to get this eval passed, like I said. But yeah, you can see my entry time, price, P&L, everything right there. So heading on over to Trading View. Actually, yeah, Trading View. So going back over here, we can see coming into pre-market, we are in a downtrend, a pretty big downtrend actually, and I'm pretty sure this was just because some news that came out. But yeah, created a decent amount of levels of liquidity to the upside, so we'll just go ahead and mark those out. Oh, actually, sorry, I missed a step. First, I go on the high time frames and see the bias. So obviously, the bias is extremely bullish, or I guess the order flow. So nothing really too crazy happening over here. Besides, here on the 4 hour we did actually this might be on the daily too. Yeah, on the daily too, we did take this out, this high, but we took that out like last week. So it didn't really look like we had much of a reaction on the high time frame. So we're still pretty bullish. And yeah, there was also this level right here on the 4 hour, and we did end up taking that out. So I was extremely bullish today because the high time frame was taking out liquidity, lining up with a bullish bias. So that is why I was extremely bullish today. So I just scaled down, marked out my other levels of liquidity, went on down. Then, sorry, you can see we took that out, mark that out right there. All right, there we go. So coming into market open, we took out that previous low. So I was extremely bullish. And going ahead and playing some more, we ended up taking out this daily right here at about 10:15. This daily low. So this made me even more like, okay, we're definitely going to start seeing a reaction soon. And on the 5 minute, you can see we had this candle right here, which was 112 points. And obviously there is a gap in between here, so I'm going to go ahead and mark that out. It's a valid fair value gap. And there is some other levels, some other fair value gaps in here, but I want to head over to the 15-minute because it looks a lot more clear. Instead of like 4 candles that might be fair value gaps, on the 15-minute there's this one big candle that is a fair value gap. So I'm also getting a lot of a more safer entry off of the 15 because I'm waiting for, instead of taking the entry off of this gap right here, this one right here, I'm waiting for the higher time frame for fair value gap to get inverse, which is going to give me more of a confirmation that buyers are really in motion here and are going to make this play out. And I also look to take the entry, this fair value gap right here, off of the 15-minute, because on the 5-minute, we can see there's still a gap there, but it's just a little bit safer to enter off the 15 in this specific situation. So we can see buyers start stepping in here. And so we are also sweeping this level of liquidity Wait, sorry, I fucked that up. Hold up. I think was it this level? I think it might have been this level. Pretty sure it was this level. Yeah, it was this level, I think. So, again, we're sweeping because we are holding above the level. Now, this market structure shift doesn't look like it's being formed right here because it's just one straight up buying candle. But if we head on over to the 5-minute, we can see that we're constantly breaking new highs. And this is signaling to me that buyers are really in control. And yeah, and that we've pretty much hit the bottom because there's no reason for sellers to step in anymore. So we went ahead and inversed this fair value gap right here. So this is all of my confirmations lining up. We can see, boom, 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 we inversed it. Now I got a pretty early entry. Honestly, I entered about right at about like, actually I can just go see. I entered at 19,239. So yeah, I got a pretty early entry, honestly, like right there. I didn't really mean to enter that early, but just, should happen sometimes. And like I said, I size extremely heavy on this because it's an eval, so I was literally looking for this type of move right here. Literally like 30 points. Just a clear 1-to-1, nothing crazy. Because I would have made like 1,500, which is the max you can make on a 50K top step eval in one day. But I made a slight mistake and started trimming. And obviously this is taking some profits out of my trade. So I made about half of that. So I made about 650 today instead of 1,400. So, is what it is. But yeah. And obviously the trade ended up playing out. We can see right there. And then later in the day, you can see we are just ripping up. And if I was on a regular account, a PA, I would have held this until like forever. Like you were straight up just ripping up. Pretty sure that's because a lot of earnings came out today, and obviously the Nasdaq top 100 tech companies, Microsoft, Apple, all that, whatever. Those are tech companies, and their earnings came out extremely green. So what's the market going to do? It's going to be extremely bullish. So I'm pretty sure that's why this happened today. Started from right here probably. But yeah, anyways, that's going to be the trade. Made about $600-700 on this trade. Just trying to pass this eval. Honestly, I'm going to be sizing, obviously I'm going to have risk management on the PAs. Can't be fucking around with that. But kind of just having some fun on these evals, not taking it too serious. If I blow it, I blow it. No, nothing too detrimental. But yeah, if you guys have anything else you want to see, let me know down in the comments. Any tips, anything like that. And even if you guys need to know anything, I'll always answer comments. So thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.